The man you're looking at has never stepped on an IFBB pro stage, but he made them all look small. Just a prison cell and a body built out of rage. This is Cali Muscle. And this is the story of how a man went from 6 years behind bars to looking like a superhero without a coach, a sponsor, or a single scoop of protein powder. You want proof? Look at his arms. 21 inches earned with dips on a steel bunk. His back, built from towel rolls tied to a bunk post. His meals, instant ramen and peanut butter sandwiches. No macros, no protein shakes, just survival. He didn't just get big, he got terrifyingly huge. So big the guards thought he was smuggling weapons, but it was all muscle. And here's the craziest part. He wasn't even trying to impress anyone. He was just trying to stay alive. This isn't a prison story. It's a transformation you won't believe. And it starts in Oakland, California, long before the barbed wire and lockdowns. Cali was born in Oakland, California, a place where dreams get crushed before they even start. His real name, Chuck Kirkendall. But that name didn't matter much growing up, because in his world you either got strong or you got swallowed. He was fast, athletic, a natural football talent. But every time he made progress, life hit harder. His brother was shot and killed when Cali was just a teenager. That moment flipped a switch. Suddenly, nothing felt safe. Nothing felt stable. He turned to the streets. It started small, just trying to survive, but the deeper he went, the more violent it got. Robbery, hustling, fast money, fast trouble. Eventually, it caught up. At just 19, Cali was arrested for robbery, and it wasn't a slap on the wrist. He was sentenced to 11 years and locked up in San Quentin, one of the toughest prisons in America. This wasn't some minimum security yard with recreational weights. This was concrete, steel, and tension. And for Cali, it was the end of the world, or the start of something else. Because in that cell, surrounded by killers, gang politics, and 23-hour lockdowns, he found something stronger than fear. He found focus. No dumbbells, no squat rack, no trainer yelling one more rep. Just a cement cell, a steel bunk, and a burning reason to wake up every day. Cali Muscle didn't just work out in prison. He turned working out into a lifestyle of war. He trained every day, sometimes twice a day, and not for 45 minutes, for hours. He would bang out 1,000 push-ups, hundreds of dips on metal bunks, tower curls using a rolled-up sheet. He did pull-ups on door frames until the paint chipped off. He made dumbbells out of water bottles, wrapped in pillowcases, stuffed in a trash bag. This wasn't textbook bodybuilding. It was pain management. It was focus. It was staying sane in a world designed to break you. He didn't have music. He didn't have mirrors, just brick walls and the sound of his own breathing. Other inmates would chill, gamble, talk trash. Cali, he trained because he wasn't building a body for Instagram. He was building it for survival. His body grew and fast. Shoulders exploded. Arms swelled. He was walking around the yard bigger than guys who had coaches on the outside. They started calling him Hyphy, and if you've ever seen him train, you know why. When Cali Muscle walked out of prison, he didn't look like an ex-con. He looked like a cartoon superhero. Chest like a shield, arms like bowling balls, neck thicker than most people's thighs. He stepped into the real world, but people couldn't stop staring. They didn't get it. There was no gym, just discipline, reps, and pain. And Cali, he wasn't just big, he was hungry. Hungry to tell his story. Hungry to flip the script. He started uploading videos to YouTube. At first, just raw stuff. Him in the kitchen, eating high-calorie meals from his prison diet. Him doing dips, screaming motivation straight into the camera. No filters, no scripts, just intensity. People ate it up because it was real, because it was undeniable, and because deep down, everyone wants to believe that you can come from nothing and still become something. In just months, Cali went viral. Not because of fancy edits, but because people couldn't believe a guy from San Quentin looked better than most pros. And that was only the beginning. Forums lit up. Fitness YouTubers started making videos calling him out. People questioned his size, his strength, even his past. But here's the thing. Cali never once claimed to be perfect. He never said he followed some elite science-backed protocol. He just said, I did what I had to do. And while people debated him from their keyboards, he kept working. He built his brand, launched products, made music, acted in commercials, and kept showing up louder, leaner, and more shredded than most of the people throwing shade. He wasn't in the clean, polished fitness bubble. He came from concrete floors, steel bars, and meals that would make a coach scream. But somehow, he came out the other side with a physique people paid to look like. They mocked him for being too loud, too intense, too real. But you know what? It worked. Because you can fake supplements, you can fake stats, but you can't fake pain. And Cali Muscle built his body out of pain. Cali Muscle didn't build a body. He built a message. That it doesn't matter where you start. That even a prison cell can be a launch pad if you've got purpose, pain, and discipline. He turned his sentence into structure. He turned loneliness into reps. He turned the thing meant to break him into a reason to never stop growing. Today, he's more than a name on YouTube, more than a meme, more than just muscle. He's a symbol. For kids growing up in places where gyms are a fantasy. For people starting late with nothing. For anyone who's ever been told, you'll never make it. This is why people clicked. Not just because Cali got bigger than IFBB pros, but because he did it in a place that was supposed to crush him. Whether you believe the story or not, one thing's real. Pain made the muscle, but purpose made the man. And maybe that's why you're still watching. Because deep down, you're not just here for motivation. You're here because you've got something inside you too. You don't need a perfect setup. You don't need the best gym, the best genetics, or the best supplements. You just need to start. If Cali could build a legacy behind bars, what's stopping you from building yours right now? So do it, not tomorrow, not when it's convenient. Now, if this story hit you, show up by hitting that like button. And if you're about real ones, not fake fitness, subscribe for more stories that actually matter. And drop a comment, no excuses, if you're ready to put in the work wherever you are, because this isn't just a story, it's a challenge. And you already know what to do.